Hello everyone, it's Miss Tabitha. I'm here at the studio and I'm in the purple room or the C room, and today I'm going to be doing a ballet bar warm-up with you. Alright, are you ready? So if you do not have a ballet bar at home, which probably you might not, you can use a chair. So see, if I was on this side of the bar, you can use a chair this way and use it as your ballet bar, and when it's time to turn it around, guess what? You just turn the chair around and you can use that for the ballet bar. Now I'm going to be doing most of it facing the opposite way. That way you can follow along with me. So most of the time I'm going to be facing backwards. That way you can follow the feet and do it with me. Okay? First we're just going to take a little stretch. We're going to warm up our neck and our shoulders and our wrists and do a little bit of port de bras and pompe bras. So I hope you're ready. Make sure your dance space is clear of any debris, right? We don't want you tripping over any of your toys to left on the floor or anything. And put on your ballet shoes, right? I hope you're ready. Turn up a little bit louder so you can hear it. Alright, how did you do so far? Are you ready? Alright, next up we are going to do pliés. So next we're going to do pliés. Pliés mean to bend, right? We're bending. An important thing when we're doing pliés, make sure you're using your toes and that they're spread out evenly on the floor. Make sure your heels stay on the floor. Make sure you're keeping that first position or even second position, and we're not rolling forward with our feet, that our knee is going when we're bending over our second toe. So we don't want to go too forward or too far back. We want the correct alignment. So when you're doing your pliés, your knee should be going over your second toe. If you're going like this, wrong. If you're going like this, wrong. So we make sure we keep our butt in, stomachs engaged, and our hearts to heaven, right? So that we're not going like this in the pliés, right? We're not leaning backwards or anything. That we're having our body standing straight and upright, and we're doing our pliés the correct alignment. You ready to plie with me? I'm going to do these facing the opposite way. That way way you can do them at home with me. One more time, and this time I'm going to do it on the other side of the ballet bar, and I'm going to face you. That way, no matter which angle, you can do it, and you can participate it, and you can practice it again. First position. Now when we're doing tendus, remember that it means to stretch, right? And tendus, your foot does not leave the floor. You are pushing with the big toe and you're pulling it back in, and you always have to come back through first position, right? So we're not going to go over. So if this were my feet, right? I'm pushing and I'm bringing it right back in. I'm not going, bring it out, bring it in. No, that's not what we're doing. We're pushing it and pulling it back in. All right, front and side and back, and we'll do a rotation as a balance. So I'm going to do both of these facing the opposite direction. That way you can follow along with your right and then your left. Ready? Now, whenever you're balancing, remember you're taking that little teeny tiny toe and you're putting it in the crook of your knee, right? We're not going like this and we're not setting our foot flat and putting weight on it. The only thing that should be touching your knee is a little teeny tiny toe, and you're lifting it up, right? We're not dropping in the hip, we're lifting it up. And then we have nice balance, okay? Next, we are going to do rond de jambe. Rond de jambe means what? Rond de jambe means circle of the leg. You're not making a complete circle, you're making the letter D, right? You're making a half circle or a semicircle. And again, your leg is straight, your toe is pointed, and it's going all the way around and coming back through what position? First position. First position. Going front, side, back, connecting it back through first position. So when we're doing it from front, side, back, that's called rond de jambe en deux, or rond de jambe en dehors is out the door, which is to the front, side, and back. That's rond de jambe en dehors. Now when we do it backwards, back, side, front, back, side, front. That's called rond de jambe en dedans. En dedans, in the pond, is another way to remember it. So that's when you go back, side, front, and you're bringing it in. So rond de jambe is circle of the leg. Rond de jambe en dehors, out the door, is when you go front, side, back, and back through first. And then rond de jambe en dedans, in the pond, is when you're starting back, bringing it side, front, and then bringing it back together. Are you ready? Make sure your space is clear around you. Make sure you're switching up on the bar. Again, I'm doing it facing backwards. That way, from you at home, you can participate with me while watching the video. We're going to be doing it right, and we're going to be doing it left. that big toe on the floor, your legs straight and your toes pointed. We don't want bent legs, right? We want the straight legs. So next we're going to do a little bar stretch for you, or I'm going to do a little bar stretch for you. So I'm going to turn my bar around here. Can you see my feet? I hope so. I'm still getting used to the placement of all this. So, okay, let's say you don't have a ballet bar at home. Most of you don't. I don't even have a ballet bar at my house. So what you can do is use a kitchen counter, a bathroom sink counter, a step stool, not so much a chair, like a small table. Make sure that you have parental consent before doing any of this, of course, and that you're practicing safety, okay? I don't want anybody getting hurt. Say, well, Mom, Miss Tabitha said to put my foot up on the kitchen sink. Okay, let's just be clear about this. Ask your parents first before you can do a ballet bar stretch on any counter, any surface, okay? Because you're going to be on one foot and the other foot is going to be up and placed, so you need to make sure that your balance is okay. You need to make sure that, first of all, before you put your feet on any surface, that they are clean, right? We don't want any cooties and germs spreading that way, right? We don't want you to go running outside, get your feet all dirty, and then come inside, put your foot up on the kitchen counter, and yeah, that's not going to be good. So if there's any way possible, find a space where you can do a ballet bar stretch. Here's what we're going to be doing is when we're coming up and we're putting our leg up on our bar, we're not going thunk and sticking up on the bar, right? That doesn't take much effort. What we're doing is starting in first position, okay, before we bring our foot up, and you're bringing it to coupe right down to your ankle, okay? Then you bring it up to your knee, and then you lift your knee up, then you extend the leg, and then you place it on the bar. Now, whenever you're doing stuff on the ballet bar, it's always, well, anything like ballet or any dance, you want to have correct alignment. So you don't want your hip outside. You want your hip in line with your knee, in line with your ankle, okay? The same thing with your weight forward and back. You don't want to be so reliant on this bar that your foot's back here and your weight's here. It should be straight up and down, okay? The same thing with that outside leg. The outside leg is too far over on the bar. See, now my center is over here, but it should be over here on top of my leg. So let's make sure our weight is not too much forward or back or left or right. Let's make sure we're in alignment on the bar, okay? The other thing is don't grab the ballet bar like with death claws, right? Like you're holding on for dear life, or you're on like Thunder Mountain or Splash Mountain or something like that, right? Barnstormer. You're not gripping for dear life. You are gently placing your hand on the bar, right? It's for balance. It's not for, oh, I'm gonna die. No, none of that, okay? Everything's fine. So you're gonna gently place your fingers on the ballet bar. All right, so just follow along with me. Again, I'm gonna turn around and do this backwards. That way you can participate, so it's easier for you at home to follow along, okay? Making sure I'm in alignment. Check your balance. that, let's do it to the other side. I forgot to do that on the other side, because I'm so quick to turn the music around so you can do it to the other side. But whenever coming back down, sorry, let me pause this again. Well, the same way going down as you go up from the bar. So and then first, I go for the coupe, reach right, knee up, extend, place on the bar. When you come back down, you extend up, bring it in, connect, ankle, back down to the floor. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're going to do another video on another time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that ballet bar warm-up. Make sure your space is free and clear so you're not getting hurt. And follow us and keep watching the videos. If you have any questions or you want maybe more of a certain topic, put it in the comments below, and so then we'll know what to do more videos on in the future. We'll be keeping our dance classes and usage online, so we'll keep posting new ballets and taps and jazz and acros and hip hops and all that, and putting them in the playlists. So you can look under hip hop playlist or lyrical or ballet or tap or preschool combo or social ballroom dancing. Yeah, Miss Tablet did lots of videos and put them up on there for that. I'll also be doing some arts and crafts and some books and some challenges for games and activities to do at home. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying your break and your family time. Make sure you're doing your homework and your schoolwork online in the daytime, like your normal schedule, and make sure you're doing your dance classes online. That way when we come back from this break, you won't be too frazzled when we come back to dance class, and we're back ready to go, and we're doing recital routines and across the floor, and our technique hasn't gone. We need to remember, right? Let's keep our brains and our bodies focused and engaged during this. Bye guys.